Episode 3 of the Digital Circus is about to be released and we're being shown more and more spoilers just before the episode comes out. How could we not? And by the looks of it, episode 3 may be a lot scarier than the teaser showed us. All this creates intrigue, and we cannot wait for the continuation of our digital circus, namely, a trip to the haunted house. The authors realize this and have made a game for us. What kind of game is it? And why do we all need to play it? The WackyWatch.com has improved, and now we are not shown any pictures, spoilers, or self-repeating looping video. This time they added a small mini-game, where you have a choice, and every choice you make should lead to a certain ending. And the funny thing is that the plot may have been revealed there. We find the Wacky Watch website and see Kane greeting us with a bubble and informing us of a new adventure at Martha Mildenhall's mansion. This is the same ghostly lady we've been talking about, and she will most likely appear in episode 3. We press start and find ourselves in a creepy old abandoned mansion. There will be constant explanations of what's going on from above, which will add a bit of history to our pictures. And while we see the creepy critters, we hear the sounds of Halloween that seem to surround us from all sides. The developers really did their best and gave us that creepy atmosphere. I'm already looking forward to episode 3. Are you looking forward to it as much as I am? Write your opinion on it, I'd love to know. Looking around, we see a kitchen elevator that hasn't been serviced since decades probably. And to the right is a broken old staircase leading to an open hatch, and God knows what is in that weird and scary hatch. Suddenly we hear some strange footsteps coming from the hallway. What could it be? I think maybe it's a green ghoul. Maybe Kane can help us out of this horrifying predicament. Well, the picture shows Kinger and Pomni in this situation, and we have a choice. Either we call Kane, or we choose the rickety old staircase that leads somewhere to a hatch where strange noises are coming from, or we go to the elevator. Think about it, isn't it? And what option did you choose? Write in the comments. What's interesting is that if we choose any other way to get out, we are immediately taken back to the beginning. So we choose the elevator and go on. Of course it doesn't work. Now you feel like an idiot. We could have been told this earlier, but what's the mystery? We look back at the open hatch again and see a strange rabbit-like silhouette looking down at you from above it. His laughter has turned to mockery and insult. It's not scary, it's just straight up bullying. But the monster from the hallway seems to be getting closer. I think he just tripped. We don't have much time left, but it's better not to waste it and act quickly, without a second's hesitation. In such a situation, what should we do? Despair, sinking into sorrow and tears, or having collected our thoughts, go to the stairs. It was there, just at that spot, that we noticed a strange silhouette of a rabbit that caught our attention. However, of course, we realized that it wasn't just any rabbit, it was Jax. So without hesitation, we made the decision to go to him, hoping that he might be able to help. At this point, Kinger pulls a large shotgun out of his bag and hands it to us for protection. I wonder if he always carries it with him? Though perhaps we shouldn't think too deeply about why he needs such a weapon right now. We hurried up the stairs to the open hatch, trying not to waste time. At first glance, there was nothing unusual, a room like a room, but covered in dust and cobwebs, as if it hadn't been opened in years. However, in this silence and abandonment, something was clearly wrong. Our eyes soon noticed something that completely changes the situation. In the far corner of the room stands a demon named Freddy. He's calmly dancing in the corner of the room, as if it's completely normal for him. We're trying to comprehend the absurdity of what's happening when suddenly, bam! A purple ghoul jumps out of the shadows, and our hearts skip a beat in shock. But wait, it's not a ghoul. It's just our old friend Jax, who, as usual, is joking around and trying to scare us. Oh, Jax. Always scheming and pulling pranks on everyone. What a character. What a guy. But hold on. What is he doing? Why is he grabbing a shotgun? Don't ask me, I say defensively, because I also don't understand why this idiot is scaring people and grabbing a weapon. Jax, this isn't funny. Maybe we should consult Ragatha, but she doesn't seem to understand anything either. So we could sacrifice ourselves, whatever that means. Or, you know, we could just shoot the damn rabbit. Well, you've really gone too far this time, haven't you? Sure, I know Jax can be callous sometimes, but this is too much! Kane is calling you in for a therapy session. He wants to stick all his fingers deep into your brain and find out exactly what's going on in your sick little head. It'll hurt a little, but you'll get through it. Before he does, he will ask you how you like his adventures. I know it's a tough choice, but do you like? Or really like it? Choose wisely, but I might just go. Why not? Well, the correct answer is to say something very un-PG-13. That designation refers us to the age rating. I guess we're supposed to swear. Congratulations, you've lost. That was a truly terrible choice, but you've earned a special reward. Your head will now adorn the walls of the mansion. Think about that while you're forever suspended as a trophy. You should have plenty of time now to reflect on your choices and perhaps even learn to love the adventures of Kane's Pomni. What was that? Spoiler. There are no other endings. and this ending gives us a little insight into the show. All this time we've been playing Pomni. It was Pomni who shot Jax and was present at Kane's therapy session where she berated and disliked Kane's adventures, and Kane ended up killing her. We'll come back to that later. For now, I suggest we break down the new footage from episode 3. In the beginning, we see Pomni and Kinger. In the teaser, they were also together somewhere separately walking, and apparently the heroes had to split up. Whose idea it was, we all know. Or maybe that was the point of the adventure, and it's like our heroes were separated for a reason. In the next shot, we see Pomni trying to open the elevator, which means that he and Kinger are locked in the elevator, or maybe they are just stuck there. And that's probably how our heroes got separated. When we see the shot of Jax impersonating Hoogie Wuggy, our heroes are together, but there's no demon in Jax, that's his normal state. He just decided to scare Pomni, who is already on edge. If you remember the teaser, Jax is trying to scare Pomni with a vacuum cleaner. In the next shot, we finally get our long-awaited therapy session with Zooble. It's explanation time. Zooble has once again refused to participate in Kane's adventures, and instead of leaving her alone, Kane decides to have a full-blown therapy session with her to find out what's going on in her mind. Of course, Zooble will not miss the opportunity to send him away, but Kane, as usual, does not care. He is determined to get to the truth. This scene promises to be incredibly funny, especially given Zooble's sarcastic nature, but at the same time, it may be a little sad because we know that the third episode will be dedicated to her. Perhaps there's something deeper behind her sarcastic remarks and refusal to participate in the adventure that will be revealed in this unexpected denouement. What about the last shot where we have Pomni's head? That's a mystery that's quite difficult to solve. Assuming that this minigame revealed a whole plot, Pomni should die at the end. But how is that possible? She's the main character, and she can't die. At least not this early. Of course, there is clearly a hint of choice without choice in this plot. If there is no choice, then there is no way out. Any mistake or wrong step inevitably brings us back to the beginning, as if locking us into an endless cycle. Maybe that's why in the face of the terrible silhouette, the characters can't refrain from crying or trying to abstract themselves, because they realize that this choice is just an illusion. Perhaps this is the author's hidden message. In this amazing circus, you have no freedom of action no matter how hard you try. You still have to participate in the adventure, even if you don't want to. And about the ending on Wacky Watch where Pomni is supposedly dead, I can say that this will definitely not happen, at least in the third episode, because we will have at least 9 episodes. And to take out the main character in episode 3, question mark, that's absurd. Then why do we see her dead head screwed to the wall? Yes, because it is not her head, but most likely a mask. We are in the Osbaniac with ghosts and zombies, and clearly this is not the only horrors that can wait for the main characters in the mansion. In my opinion, the mansion itself will try to scare us, as a kind of entity, and therefore some objects will take the symbol of our fear. And in general, everything there will try to scare us, because that's how the algorithms of the digital circus work, since we have a horror adventure. So this is just another scare for Pomni and maybe for someone else. But the clowness herself is alive. You don't have to worry about her at the moment. And remember, you can't die in the digital circus, only abstract. Goodbye everyone, have a nice day.